It's 7:10 a.m.
Time to wakey and time for bakey.
Time to wakey and time for Wakey.
Get ready for your host with more.
Get ready for your host with most.
Mr. Brian Brown.
Mr. Van Brown.
It's 7:10 a.m.
It's 7:10 a.m.
Que la roja pichuela y cuando le no viene ligado igualito que yuca. Ese pelo que tiene tan lindo, no venga a pensar que eso es una peluca. Tiene cotorra perico, yo tengo cotorra, tú tienes la cuca. Está claro en el ring, en el piso yo quien te
No critiques mi pelo, te la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, te la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, te la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que de odio tú estás lleno. No critiques mi pelo, te la soy bueno, porque tú no tienes que...
Welcome, guys. It's 7:10 a.m. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. That's right. How's everyone doing on this crazy Thursday, guys? Oh, man. Let's see. Well, we got all the usual suspects in the house. We got Lonnie up in the house. Chantel, Teresa Deller. Good morning, guys. Anthony in the house. How's everyone doing? Oh, it's early, guys. It's early. It was a tough one. It's cold out there. Oh, burr. How's everyone doing? Welcome to 710, guys. We got a good one for you this morning. We are looking into the craziest items on Amazon. That is right. Some of the craziest items, man. A company that big, I don't even know if they know what all they're selling over there. But that's what we're getting into today, guys. Oh, we got a whole mess of stuff too. What else we got that I wanted to say? Wanted to address, we had some lag in the stupid 420 yesterday. Hopefully I can fix that, guys, and that won't be an issue anymore. Let me pull this up here real quick. One thing I did want to pitch for those of you that didn't watch it, I thought yesterday was a really good show day, but the lag kind of ruined it. We went through the history and the lore of Skywalker OG. We broke it down. We talked about where the origins came from. We talked about what they merged, what strains they merged together. The whole history of it, the lore of the Skywalker name, and how the shirts and the pop culture, and there's so much around the Skywalker OG strain. Found it very, very fascinating, guys. If you haven't checked it out, make sure you check it out. The day is officially starting. Thank you, Teresa Deller. Oh, yes, it is. We got Rosie in the house. She just barely made the bathroom break. She missed it by like 30 seconds. We had 30 seconds as she come running in, and it was time for me to switch over to the craziness of our opening. But crazy Rosie, guys. What else we got going on, guys? We got a whole bunch. I know it's early in the month. Giveaways. We got the Haunt mask in 8x10. I will be posting up more of that stuff later on today, guys. Gonna do the graphics, and we're gonna figure out some kind of something. It's January, so it's like a whole new month of a whole new year of possibilities of things we could do. I got some ideas as far as future events and different things. This month I am gonna, in the next day or two, probably today, I will be getting with Teresa Deller, and I want to talk to her about our meetup. We've talked about this before, guys. We want to do one in Oatman. We want to do a scavenger hunt and possibly a ghost hunt. I had talked to the chamber and the powers that be in Oatman before. They seemed cool with it. Everything was good. It just holidays, everything that was going on. So we will try to work on that, guys, and get a meetup together, a fun meetup. Also, we have got some ideas cooking for 420, Cinco de Mayo. I'm working with my friend Tim, who runs the taco joint, has the taco joint. Good morning, Susie. And we're thinking about putting out an ad. And I want to do, and now he hasn't approved this. I haven't even really pitched this to him, so don't. This is new. I want to do Cinco de Mayo, where we have a mayonnaise eating contest and we get people and we give away some big prize, maybe an ounce, a bong, some grams of wax, whatever it may be. And whoever can eat the most mayonnaise for Cinco de Mayo could win whatever we have, guys. So things like that. I want to get more people interested. A lot more. Uh-oh. Susie has 2 accounts. Oh, no. No one has won the Roach guessing game. I am headed to the studio tomorrow. That's where the Roaches are. I wanted to put together... I'll tell you guys what. We will set a date on the Roach contest. And I am sweetening the pot. I actually have an autograph coming in the next day or two that I wanted to add to it. But I will post up. We will do it on. I'll tell you guys what. Fantastic Friday. You know what? Yeah, 1 week from today, guys, we will announce the winner on Fantastic Friday. I'm going to put up a video today of the bag and all the everything. Nasty mayo. Oh, that is nasty. That was the whole thing. I get a lot of my bits from Opie and Anthony, which was a radio station I used to listen to. They had the eggnog drinking contest, and the Notorious Baby Bird is what they called it when Pat from Moonachie was a gentleman's name who was a listener, and they had an eggnog drinking contest, and he drank so much eggnog that they positioned a intern to like lean back like this, and Pat from Moonachie just spewed eggnog onto his face. We won't do that, guys. We're not getting that extreme. But I like Cinco de Mayo. I like fun things, guys. Maybe we'll throw. You know what? I want to turn this in, especially the 7:10 a.m. I want to turn this into kind of like an old school morning show, morning zoo, but morning show shock jock. What I remember, the good times of radio. I remember I couldn't wait. I worked third shift. I worked graveyard. And I could not wait when I was about 18 to 21 to get in my car, drive home so I could listen to Howard Stern, so I could listen to Opie and Anthony. Because, and it wasn't just the craziness of... like the shocking things they did. That had a lot to do with it. Don't get me wrong. No one had ever seen anything like that before. But it was hilarious. It was great. It was fun. A little controversial, but hey, what isn't? Maybe we need a little more controversy in today's world. And that's where you got this guy, Mr. Controversy. If you haven't ran out of the house at 6:45 in the morning to confront code enforcement in your underwear, you're not Mr. Controversial. That is right. Hey, they got no business being on my property at 6:45 in the morning. Just because you want to work a weird shift doesn't mean the whole city has to bend because you want to work a weird shift. Keep out of peeping windows, weirdos. Anyway. Oh man, yeah. I loved that whole era of you had great radio shows in the morning, and yeah, Howard Stern. He's not what he was. I hate to say it. Makes a hell of a lot more money than me. He's just riding his legacy, I think, at this point, which there's nothing wrong with that. The guy earned it. And he's kind of focused on being this serious interviewer, Mr. Controversy. You got to do the Mr. Controversy. Is that the new shirt? Is that the new shirt is just a cartoon picture of me, and it's Mr. Controversy. Oh my God. All right, guys, let's get into these wild and wacky Amazon products, guys. So the craziest items on Amazon, guys. Now, what didn't make the list is unicorn meat. But it made the thumbnail. But who doesn't want to wake up in the morning and think about their favorite movie star? Right off the bat, guys, why not have a Nicolas Cage pillowcase? That is right. It's only $6.65 to begin. Here's a pillowcase with a shirtless Nicolas Cage on it. The description reads, the pillowcase can make you have comfortable feelings, leading us to believe it was just written by Nicolas Cage himself. Each one is just over 2 feet long, ladies, gentlemen, whatever you're into, which seems a little big for a Nicolas Cage pillowcase, right? Either way, we hope you yearn. Oh, I fucked that up. We hope you yearn over this thing just as hard as Mr. Cage yearned over the Declaration of Independence on his movie he was in. Which one was it? Oh, yes, Face Off. Oh, my God. Now, one that I don't really hate because, the Daily Dank, we got a Dank Memes shirt. I admit it, I passed by this item without giving it a second look. Then after minutes of contemplating, I came back. No matter what I did, I couldn't seem to get the phrase dank memes out of my head. There's just something too so perverse and angry about a shirt that has dank memes printed on it. And it comes in so many colors. All right. So, yeah, who wouldn't want a shirt that says dank meme? I'm thinking we need to get on Amazon and start selling Daily Dank shirts. If they're selling dank memes, I mean, come on. Oh, it's haunting. It's haunting. All right, now this is right up our alley, guys. For all you people that love the vape and love hoodies, we got the Vape Wear hoodie. That's right, for a cool $100, folks, for a hoodie with a built-in vaping system. A vaping system. This goes far beyond we get it, you vape, and straddles the line between holy shit, you really like vaping, and wow, I think your vaping issues are driving this family apart. Oh my God. Take a note, this only comes in 2 sizes, large and double extra large. Don't read into that too much, but at the same time, take note. Oh my God. Your vaping is driving this family apart. You had to buy a special vape hoodie with a vaping system, guys. I'm crying with a vape. Your vape, Teresa Deller. Your vaping is tearing our community apart. Oh my God. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. All right, up next, guys. Who doesn't need in today's age? This is the world of cutting edge technology, guys. And if you don't have a black mini clip MP3 player for $4.45, then you ain't living the good life, guys. Apple can be a little infuriable at times. I mean, there are guys who can release a slightly smaller version of an old phone and call it blow away still. Why would anyone in their right mind trust a non-Apple MP3 player, especially an MP3 player that's under $5 and looks like it was assembled by kindergartners? You'd better pick out your favorite song and make sure it's short, because this thing lasts exactly 1 minute before it bursts into flames. While you're jogging, guys, you will turn into a brisk run right away. Now, for all you cologne people out there, this is right up Teresa Deller's alley. No, she does not like cologne, guys. But I don't think she's ever smelled Sure Fuck cologne. I'm sorry to throw you under the bus like that, Teresa Deller. I didn't realize the name when I was reading it out loud till I read it out loud. Oh, neat. Female attracting cologne that comes with free condoms. What? Dynamite. This is the stuff Guy Fieri sprays over his sweaty chest before he goes on a cool night out with Chad Kroger at Red Lobster. Totally worth it for those cheddar biscuits, though. Oh my God, guys. Speaking of Guy Fieri, we have some Guy Fieri coffee. Speaking of the greased up, bleach blonde sultan of sauce, did you know that Guy Fieri has his own brand of Keurig coffee with flavors like cinnamon? That sounds like some funky stuff. Oh, Lonnie. I had the blue one. Oh, man. You guys are the best. All right. With flavors like cinnamon roll and hot fudge brownie and chocolate mint. That doesn't sound too bad for coffee. Check out the list of things Guy Fieri has ruined for everybody. Also on that list, sunglasses, Tommy Bahama shirts, and bleach and word money. Oh, Tommy Bahama, guys. You can't go wrong with a Tommy Bahama shirt. What is it on? Have you guys ever seen Saving Sarah Marshall? Or Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Saving Silverman. That's a whole different thing. It was... his girlfriend, he's like one of the guys is a rock star, and like a legit famous rock star, and his girlfriend buys him a Tommy Bahama shirt to wear on vacation, and he does not want to wear it. And the best part of waking up is daily Dank in your cup. And he spills wine on it, and she's like, clean it up. And he's like, no, take my eyes, but not the shirt. I do respect Mr. Tommy Bahama. Oh, the fashion guru of the world, Tommy Bahama, guys. Now, speaking of fashion sense that will make no sense, we got some Janko jeans, guys. Who remembers Janko jeans? Oh my crap, there's so many different varieties and colors. If you put your ear up to your computer and listen closely, you can actually hear millions of juggalos going whoop whoop at the same time. That is right. This is definitely a juggalo insane clown posse pants, guys. These are crazy. Now this is going to be a little controversial, guys. And I do not want to offend anyone, but we are all adults here. So if you need to buy a product that's going to thicken your semen, I would suggest you don't buy it from Amazon.com. But if you're bound and determined to, we got Mass Eject, guys. What's the biggest nut you've ever had? Busted. I can't read this, guys. We gotta move on. All right. When you're building up your semen, why not wear a steampunk top hat, guys? Move over, Donald Trump hat. There is a new hat in town, and he's ready to rock and roll with a capital O in holy fucking shit. I can't believe people have bought this. Oh, not to blindly judge people or dole out harsh blanket statements, but the whole steampunk scene is filled with weird nerds. That is true. The top went off of the style 100 years ago, and chains and buckles shouldn't be worn anywhere above the neck. So ask yourself, do thee make the wrong choices? Oh man. You know what? Unless it's Halloween, you shouldn't be wearing steampunk just day to day, guys. But what you should be wearing is a little self protection, guys. It's a wild, crazy world out there. And sometimes we don't want people to know what we're packing. You know, Arizona is big on concealed carry, all these things. So I really want you guys to really, reach out to Amazon and pick these up because these are important to you guys. This is a cell phone shoulder holster. Now, you don't want to go into Home Depot and everyone's packing pieces. Everyone has their guns. You don't want them to know that you could call the police if something happens, that you have your phone on you. You don't want them to know that, guys. So what you need to do is get a cell phone shoulder holster. That way you can go in and no one knows that you got your cell phone ready to go, guys. So if you need it for an emergency, if you need that cell phone, someone's going, hey. Those are for Karens, guys. Those are for all the Karens out there. They can't pack guns, so they're like, I'm going to call Joe Biden right now and tell him what you did. Which, you know what? I got to get into this, guys. You know what? I can be a Karen at times. What? What you say, Brian? One time we were, and this is just so non-political. They're like, this should be non-political, but everything I'm going to say sounds political, but it's not. So we went to get our vaccinations. Woo! Probably just got demonetized just by saying that. And, but you know what? I'll be honest. I was on the fence about getting my vaccines during that time, but I love to go to events, concerts, different things, and you needed to be vaccinated at that time. Whatever. I did 2 rounds. It is what it is, I didn't get sick. Nothing happened. So it is what it is. Believe whatever you want. I don't care. So anyway, we, oh shit. Lost my train of thought. Oh, so we go to get vaccinated, and we go to CVS, and they got this giant sign outside that says, no appointment needed. Just walk in and get your vaccination. So what do? We walk in to get vaccinated. But they tell us, no, that's not true, that you need an appointment. So my girlfriend, which is why I love her, goes and gets the sign outside and brings it in and is like, hey, you need to see us. You have a giant sign outside that says no appointment needed. So there was a bunch of back and forth. And what do? Mr. Karen, I'm going to tweet Joe Biden right now and tell him that you're not they're paying you money to give us our vaccine. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Let you know we can all be Karens at times. But if I had my phone holsters, I could have called Joe Biden and been like, listen, President, they're not hooking me up with what you're paying them for. And to be honest, that's a conspiracy theory I think we need to get into one day is, man, those CVS's and all those made a lot of money. And I think a lot of fake vaccines got issued because it wasn't as easy as what they said. And I think they ended up faking the numbers. So like your CVS's, your Rite Aids, those that were getting subsidized by the government to do it, I think they pocketed a lot more cash than what we than what we think. Anyway, that's Conspiracy Theory Thursday on the 7 a.m. show, guys. But fuck. So when you get your max eject and you're working it right, guys, and you're ready to relieve some steam, why not use spank rags? What the fuck? Oh man, this is bleak masturbatory tissues with sigh, picture of women's faces printed on them. This is bleak. This is just gross, guys. Amazon, what is wrong with you? Get your acts together, guys. Okay, so a little more family friendly, guys. A little more family friendly. This is a fondue cup. Oh, I actually think this is kind of cool. I don't know how practical it is, but who wouldn't? Man, you get a bunch of stoners together and you give them a fondue cup like this. Oh my God, that's a party. That's a party and a half right there, guys. Oh, what could go wrong with a personal fondue cup? I love that it has the candle to heat everything up. I wonder how practical this is. I'm going to order this. You know what? I'm going to order this. And see. We'll do a whole thing about it. All right, guys. Now, with the new year, we're all trying to be organized. Especially me trying to, be on the ball and all this stuff for you guys. But what I don't need is an electronic organizer PDA with 3 megabytes of memory. That is right, 3 megabytes. This is cutting edge, guys. This is how you know how many songs are. Do you know how many songs are bigger than 3 megabytes? All of them. Since a PDA is per scur on the iPhones per scur, we don't know why this is even going for a total reasonable price, guys. This is kind of like a sidekick. Who remembers those sidekicks? That like the thing fell the keyboard and you would it was like a fast texter. I think it was a T-Mobile thing. Yes, we want to know. Oh man. All right, guys, and last but not least, and these are currently out of stock, guys. This is how popular these are. Now, this is an inflatable party sheep. Currently unavailable, guys. The brand is prankpalace.com. The theme is animal. And the educational objective is pretend play. Oh my God, guys. I remember working, I was a kid, so I was probably like 14 or 15, right in that age where you're like, like a damn rabbit. You see a freaking woman's bra strap and you're like, oh, you guys know the age. Come on. There was a joke store, a practical joke store down the street from my house who had an adult novelty section. And the guy, I've talked about him before, Robbie Robertson. Great guy, man. God rest his soul. Hopefully he's in heaven where he should be, hanging out. He was the one who introduced me to filmmaking, guys. Monsters, Universal Monsters. Great guy. But he had a business partner who was from Buffalo, New York, who came down years later and kind of basically squeezed Robbie out of the store. And he ended up being a convicted child molester. I'll just say it. Earl the Pearl Townsy was his name. You guys might know him. We got some old school people here. So Earl the Pearl, notorious child molester from Buffalo, New York, convicted, so I'm not saying anything wrong. Probably dead by now. That was a long time ago. He was in Barney Miller. Who remembers the show Barney Miller? He played one episode. He was a ventriloquist guy who I think was a pervert. Go figure. So he came down and he really expanded the adult novelty section of that store. Go figure again. And I personally, luckily, was never molested. But I do wonder. I wonder about some of those other kids that were hanging out in there. I was a fat kid. So, I think I was safe. He's like, hey, kid, go lose 20 pounds and come back and see me. Something like that. And, no, child molesting is no joke, guys. But thank God I didn't get touched or anything. But I remember working in this adult section as a kid, and that might have been a setup for the whole damn thing. But luckily it didn't take. But they had those sheep. And even as a kid, you're like, what? Like, what? Amazon. You need to get your shit together. Don't be an Earl the Pearl Townsy. You don't need... Oh, man. Great. Heard it, never really seen it. Oh, man. Good times, guys. Well... Growing up, man. The crazy stories. It's funny. As a kid, you hear these older people tell these stories, and you're like, yeah, Barney Miller, that was I watched it a little bit. I was way too young. But yeah, so that's my story, guys. The Joke's on Us. That was the name of the store. It was on a Hancock. What's funny is I was in the Halloween store this year, and I was buying some stuff, and I met a guy who grew up. He said something. He was working for the city or working for a pipe install or something, and maybe Arizona Pipeline. I don't know. Anyway, I overheard him say something about growing up on River Gardens, which is where I grew up. And I'm like, you grew up on River Gardens? And he's like, we must have missed each other by like a couple years. He was like 3 or 4 years younger than me. But like all the same memories. It was crazy. I'm like, oh, the Smooth Street. And he's like, oh, you mean Central Village? I'm like, yeah, the Smooth Street where you ride your bike. And he totally knew all the stuff. But he knew the joke store. But he did not know the guy was a molester. So that's probably a good thing for most of the kids in the neighborhood. But yeah, good times, guys. Man, I've often thought about like writing a screenplay about the childhood growing up in Bullhead and just the craziness, the casinos. I mean, it definitely was a different childhood. Anyway, guys, with all that being said, I'm going to wrap this up. I've been rambling about not being molested as a kid. You would think I had issues from not being molested. Why wasn't I good enough? No, guys. I am very grateful. Anyway, I appreciate you guys so much. We are getting into today, what is it, True Crime Thursday, guys. We are getting into a heist, a New Year's heist that goes terribly wrong. Definitely tune in for that, guys. We'll have more about giveaways then. I'm going to wrap this up. Rosie's over here snoring. I'm going to toke, smoke, and choke and probably go back to bed. All right, guys, I will see you at 4:10. We got more Baked In Unboxes coming tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday. The Grail box, guys, I will find out, hopefully, on Friday what's in the Grail box. I won't be getting it yet, but they're going to be a spoiler if I'm reading that right. So hopefully... and I will pass that on to you guys. I'm excited, man. Most expensive mystery box I've ever bought. $500. 11 autographs. 1 signed cast piece. The rumor is, heck yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Look at what Lottie said. I'll act for you as long as it's not the Earl the Pearl. That was his name, too. Earl the Pearl. I think he might have been like a comedy guy or something. Anyway, guys, enough about that. We ventured off in uncharted waters this morning. All right, guys, I will see you at 4:10 when we count down to 4:20, guys. We'll have a bunch more giveaway notices and a lot of different stuff going on, guys. So we will see you at 4:20. Peace, guys. Appreciate you all.
Thank you for joining us on the It's 420 Somewhere podcast. Broadcasting worldwide and brought to you by thedailydank.com. Check out our merchandise and amazing content. And follow us on all our social media. Now, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.